Have you been feeling off lately? Just maybe disconnected, drained, or just not yourself? In today's episode, we explore how to raise your spiritual vibration and reconnect and align with the powerful person that you truly are.
Do you want to know everything? What your heart won't say, but your soul can sing. From love to loss and the space between, she's got the light to lift the unseen. Hope, healing, and transformation. Do you want to know everything? Do you want to know everything?
Welcome to Hope, Healing, and Transformation. This is a podcast where every healing moment starts with a spark of light. My name's Lisa Williams, and today we're diving into a topic that touches every part of your being: how to raise your spiritual vibration, reconnect with your natural soul's rhythm. A lot of people ask me, as a spiritual teacher, how do I raise my vibration? Now, they are asking me because they want to communicate with spirit, or they want to get better communication with their psychic awareness or their own intuition. But when my producer, Ray, asks me, how do I raise my spiritual vibration? I realize that I need to share it and I need to help people understand it. So today I'm going to dive right in on how it works, and I'm going to do the step-by-step ways of doing it. So hang tight and we're going to get there. But let's talk about what spiritual vibration is in everyday terms, okay? It is our energy, it's our emotions, it's our spiritual resonance. So the energy that we show up with, it's our mood. So for me, my energy has to change. I align with that space. I allow myself to get into that breath, and I allow myself to be in a neutral space. Don't allow my emotions to trigger me. I don't allow my emotions to get the better of me. And I'm certainly not coming in with an emotionally charged attitude that's going to shift everybody else's energy and vibration. This is where I'm really connecting into my core. Because my core being, everybody's core being, your core being, everyone's, is in a natural state of being. There's this feeling of just being. It's just peace. It's just this And yet it's our brain that changes our state. Our brain, our judgment, our emotions, our thoughts, our opinions, our character, our rights, our wrongs, our things that we believe in, things that we don't believe in, all can govern all of that, and it can shift our spiritual energy and our alignment, which tells me, my friends, that you have to be careful about what you are watching. You have to be careful about what you're doom scrolling. You have to be careful about what you're seeing, what you're being used with the impressions. And it's that spiritual space within us that we are staying centered. I got to tell you, there have been times where I have been completely whacked out on my own spiritual space. I have been exhausted. I have been frustrated. I've been disconnected from my intuition. I've had all of those things. And I will tell you, having my own space is so important. Having people in my own environment that I trust is really important. Knowing when I can stand up for myself or when I can turn around and say no is really important. But when I'm out of alignment, when I am out of the alignment of being what I truly want and need, it's not about my wants, it's what I need, then I can allow all of these emotions to kind of get the better of me. The other thing is when I'm really being, I guess, impressed on by other people's emotions and judgments and thoughts and opinions. My husband is highly judgmental. Love him for it. And he actually said to me the other day, he said, I think I'm going to do a whole month without talking. My ears pricked up and went, what? He's like, yeah, I think I'm going to do a whole month without talking, but I can't be around you, Lisa, because you almost expect me to be judgmental. And I kind of do, because his judgment, it wouldn't be Chris without his judgment. But I thought that was very, very interesting. I embrace this in him. My husband is highly opinionated. But that tells me when I am in my true alignment, I am not affected by his judgments, his opinions, his thoughts, and his feelings. I'm just not. I just do me. And our motto, and in fact, it's engraved into my wedding ring. This is not my actual wedding ring, but my other wedding ring, is you before me. It means you do you. Don't worry about me. You do you, Lisa. And I think that is the important part of it. Is so when I am being judged and impressed and someone else's thoughts and opinions are being pressed onto me, I find myself out of spiritual alignment. It causes me tiredness. It causes me to get frustrated. I can see it with clients sometimes. When I'm on the phone with clients, sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, I just want to yawn because I'm tired. Because what I'm actually doing is, it's not that they are negative and it's not that they are out of sync. I'm actually releasing their energy, and I'm pulling energy out of them, and I'm then helping them align. But it can certainly tire me out, because some people, their alignment, they've been so out of balance for so long that these little nudges to get back into balance is actually hard on me. And so, of course, I can lose my cool. Not always the most. Actually, no, I am. I'm kind of regulated, kind of easy. All right. So let's talk about why your energy may be so out of order, out of whack, out of really off on a whole space. And I'm going to talk about one of my clients here that, in fact, she's kind of been kind of working with her as really helping her to try to overcome major grief. She was a caregiver for a family member. She has massive amount of grief, definitely in an age of her life where there was menopause, and definitely really overextended her space. And as she was in this moment, she lost herself. She completely lost herself. She didn't know where to be. She didn't know what to do. And her vibration, so to speak, was low. And so therefore, in that vibrational space, everything was just hitting her. And it was like everything, boom, 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 everything was going wrong. Because what she was not doing was shifting her energy, shifting that vibration, changing her language, changing her insight. And when we started to change the insight, we got her meditation, we got her changing her language, we got her changing her thoughts. And when we started to give her journaling prompts, everything slowly started to open up. And it's in that opening up that her energy shifted. She became more in aligned with who she is, in her space, in her energy. Changes everything. I mean, when I tell you it changes everything, it just changes everything. And it's beautiful, because now suddenly everything is coming to her in the way that she wanted it. Because these emotions that we are having, so I'll explain. So when she had a huge amount of grief, she's been battling that grief. She's been battling the emotions of, I'm not good enough, I couldn't save this person, the emotions of being a young mom, the emotions about being all of the emotions that were real to her. And they are real. They are real emotions. What was happening is it was pulling her energy down. Her spirit, her soul couldn't shine through, couldn't be bright spark, because all of this mess and the yuck and the emotions and everything that happened, and her story is pretty tragic, but every part of that had just been clouded. And so the real part of her was struggling to come out. And that was tough. And what it was happening is it was cutting into all of these energy cords, into all of this clutter, into all of this space that she hadn't been grounded. She didn't know how to do any of that. And so what we had to do is we had to pick through those emotions. I remember our first session, actually. It was just her emotionally dumping. Okay, it's the word I've got to use because it was like, and she kept saying, I'm sorry. I'm like, dump away, keep going. Because what she needed to do is be heard and validated. And in that space of being validated, what it's doing is it makes her feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. And you're not crazy either, everyone. You are not crazy. Your emotions are real. What it's doing is that emotion is allowing your energy to completely go off balance. Now, if you choose to live in that emotion constantly and become victim to that, then that's a whole different thing. My client here was ready to completely change her life, ready to turn it around. And in that turning around, she allowed herself to lift everything and change everything. And now it's like I looked at her the other day, I was like, what's going on with you? Changed everything. Her whole energy is vibrating completely differently. So she was so out of sync that she'd lost who she was. And so in order to raise your vibration, you have to get back into the core alignment and not let other people's judgments, opinions, thoughts bother you. You know, like I said, my husband is the most judgmental person, but when I come in to my space and my work and who I am, this is who I am. There is no need for his judgments, his thoughts, his opinions. You know, it's crazy. I am who I am. If he wants to go and laugh at that stuff, that's so be it. But me, no, this is who I am. I stay in my power. And let me tell you honestly, that's who he fell in love with. He fell in love with someone who stands in her power, who has these thoughts. I'll sometimes listen to him and I'm like, who are you right now? And it's like, yeah, I know. I've listened to you. You've taught me so much. You've given me so much information. I feel like I'm Lisa right now. And I'm like, I did something right. Because what he's doing is he's now aligning with the truth that I'm showing up with. I want to say to you, and ladies, you may relate to this, and I'm not saying that guys won't, but I hear it all the time from the women when they say to me, my husband doesn't get me. Well, what I'm going to say to you is keep going, keep doing it, keep doing you, because he's going to get on that bandwagon at some point. And if he doesn't, then that's on him. It's the way it is. My husband came back to me the other day and he's like, Lisa, can we talk about past lives? I'm like, what? What? Honestly, he thought that we were all crazy. He's like, yeah, I want to talk about past lives. He's like, I don't think I had a past life because of this. And I went, whoa, just the fact that the word past lives are coming out of your mouth right now is huge. Like, I'm telling you, huge. I'll take it. I will take it. But for him, because I stand in alignment, everything switches for him. So raising our vibration is actually not allowing our emotions, our highly charged emotions, to get in the way of who we are. That's it. That's a key. So let's look at how we raise our vibrations, because I'm going to tell you there are some times that these vibrations or these moments that you're just feeling like really crappy or shitty and that you felt like really low, or your energy, you don't want to go out, you're just stuck, you're tired, you're cycling, whatever it is, you're just cycling. This is where we have to really connect into us. So one of the things I'm going to say is grounding. Go out, go and walk on the earth, go and walk on concrete. Concrete is also a natural conduit of Earth's energy. Go and sit in nature, go and be with the ocean. Go and sit and be in that space. And I'm not just talking for like 5 minutes, everyone. All right, listen, no. I'm actually talking, go and do it for an hour. Go and be in that space, because grounding is going to help you. The other thing is breath work. If you have never done a breathwork retreat, I'm going to say to you, go and do one, because breath work is powerful. You can do this box breathing. You can do all of these different breathwork techniques. In fact, Go to lisawilliams.com right now, lisawilliams.com/free gift. And in there, you have a whole array of breathwork practices that I will guide you through. Go, it has everything that you need. It's going to change your vibration. Breathwork is going to absolutely help you immensely. You are not wearing an Apple Watch or some form of smartwatch that doesn't tell you to stand up and breathe for no reason. It is scientifically proven. Stand up and breathe. Take a moment. Breathe in. Release. Put your hand on your heart and your hand on your belly. And just let go. Just those 2 breaths can completely change your emotional state. The next is decluttering. If you are living in a place that is cluttered, your energy is also cluttered. Your physical space represents your actual spiritual energy. It's a true story. If you walk into my house, everything, trust me, I have my clutter. I have my little moments. Behind me, I have all my little things that make me happy. But in this moment of, if you walk into my house, everything's clean. My surfaces are clean. Because my kit, well, it's not right now, but that's a whole different story. But most of the time, my surfaces are clean. My surfaces are clean because when I've got a tidy mind, I've got a tidy kitchen. And a tidy kitchen goes with a tidy mind. Same with my bathroom. I spend a lot of time in my bathroom. Everything has to have a clean surface. Because what that is it's a reflection of your physical and emotional space. That's the reason why Denise Lin talks about feng shui and space clearing. That's the reason why there's so many TV shows about clearing out your clutter. And I love, all right, so I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed by Trini Woodall, who is, she's a stylist in the UK. I love how she's a stylist, and yet she has absolute organized space. She has so many clothes, but everything is organized. It has a place. It's wrapped up. It's not just thrown in. It's the fact that she's her way of her styling is her energy. It is her energy. It's her passion. It's what she puts into that. It's the energetic component to her work. So I'm going to encourage you to look around your space right now. What is it that you have around your place that needs clearing? Is that a reflection of your emotional being? What's your bedroom like? Are you getting up and making your bed? If there's one thing that you can achieve every single day, that is making your bed. You're getting out of a place that you are aligning your vibration with every single day and every single night in an intimate space, and yet you're not taking care of that most intimate space vibrationally and spiritually. Make your bed, people. Make your bed. Just saying. It drives my husband insane when I have all my little pretties up there. But it's an intimate space. It's a part of raising your vibration. It's part of being in alignment. It's about caring for you. These soul nourishing practices are there for you. Be out in water, be out in nature, be around sound healing, sound frequencies. Listen, music. What are you listening to? Are you listening to music that is sad all the time? Or are you listening to happy music? What is it that you're on your playlist? Think about that. Your playlist is so powerful. It's so intense. It's so subliminal. And if you are listening to sad songs, that's the reflection of your mind. How can you raise your vibration and allow your emotions not to be affect you if you're listening to sad music? Change playlists. Barry Goldstein calls it your music recipe. It's so powerful to allow yourself to change your vibrational state through music. Does it all the time. And the next one is Say no to energy drains. If it drains you, if it doesn't light your fire and fill you up, say no to it. Truly. If I am, oh my gosh, my friend says to me, you have no time for yourself. You're right, because I say yes to everything. Because what if? But if it drains my energy, I'm not going near it. Don't want to know. Don't want to be part of it. Now, the other thing is connecting with your spirit guides daily. It's when you are connecting with your spirit guides daily or your spiritual sense, then that is what is going to help you. I'm also going to share with you another practice that I like to do to raise my vibration in order to communicate with spirit, in order to be the best version I can with myself, and to be a healing vessel. And it's a very simple practice, everything of which I have just said to you right now. So I'm going to go through that process so you can see me do it. So in this moment, I am sitting on my chair. I am absolutely going to take my intention down from my hips into my chair and down into the ground. And I am absolutely grounding myself through my spine. My feet are not touching the ground right now. I have a little thing that I put my feet on, but I'm actually allowing my energy to be grounded all the way through the base of my spine, through the coccyx, through my hips, into my chair, and I'm actually sitting strong in my space. And I've changed my posture. Now, I'm not allowing anything emotionally to come into me. Okay. I'm not thinking about doing a podcast. I'm not thinking about the fact that my daughter's blowing up my phone. I'm not thinking about anything. I am absolutely really strong in my own grounding of myself. So, in my whole alignment of me, I am being. I'm in a state of true being in this moment. My brain is thinking about obviously what I need to share with you, but my whole body is in a state of being. What I'm now doing is I'm now going to relax my back. I'm just going to soften my back, and I'm softening my back into the chair. So therefore, I'm not in this uncomfortable space, but I'm still rooted in this grounded position. And now I'm just going to take a breath. And as I take a breath, I am now allowing that breath to align me. And I'm going to take 3 or 4 breaths just to align me. So take the breaths with me. And as I exhale, I feel energetically that I'm just coming into this space of just being very, very connected to me. Now, what I'm going to do is if I want to communicate with spirit, I'm now going to take my awareness from my third eye, from the point right between my brow, and I'm going to allow myself to take a breath. If I lift my chin, and I'm going to set an intention. And by setting that intention can be anything that you wish. So I am going to first, my intention for working with spirit is I ask my spirit guides, my angels, my loved ones to come forward and help me connect from this world to the next. I ask for the information to come through clearly, concisely, and accurately in the way that whoever it is I'm going to read for is going to relate to. Taking a deep breath. And now what I've done is in that intention, I've told my brain what I'm going to do. There's no question that my brain can do anything else now that other than what it's been told to do. No emotions are coming into it, no thoughts, no feelings. And if they are not mine. They are to do with the person that I am going to be reading for. Now, of course, right now, I'm not reading for anybody. I'm just doing this as an exercise. But now I am now going to explore with my energetic imprint. I'm almost going to imagine from my third eye, I'm pushing my energy out and I'm feeling out around me. And I'm aware of my energetic aura around me and the energy that I am in. That also means I don't want to be impacted by any energy around me. I am in my space. I am bringing my energy back to who I am. And in that moment of me bringing my energy into who I am, I'm breathing. And so what I've done is I've just raised my energy up to a different level. when I start speaking in the same level, when I start using language that is positive and I'm not negative towards myself and others, that is also raising my vibration. Because reality is I am the loudest voice I am going to hear. I speak to myself all day. I don't live with anybody. And when I do, it's my husband. But even then, we are on a short, we live together in spurts. And at that point, I am the loudest voice I hear. And so, as I'm listening to myself, whether I'm doing a reading, whether I'm doing a podcast, whether I'm doing a Facebook Live, whatever I'm doing, I am listening to me. My language needs to be positive because that is the self reflection of how I'm going to speak to me throughout the day. If I look at myself and go, Lisa, oh my God, what are you wearing? Then really, I need to be changing what I'm wearing because that's going to lower my vibrational energy because I'm going to start going, oh, you're really uncomfortable. That doesn't suit you. Oh, you put on weight. No, 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 no. No, that's lowering my vibration. So you're like this tuning fork. If something feels off when you're vibrating to somebody else's frequency, look at what it is. Look at what this is. Is it how you're speaking to yourself? Is it that they are being a reflection of you? What is it that is happening? And you have to be you. How you wake up in the morning is going to absolutely impact your whole day. Are you waking up being stressed of going into, I don't know, into meetings and you're wondering about what to wear? In that case, choose your outfit the night before. You know, if you are worried about getting out of the house because of a reason, whatever it is, then you have to just say to yourself, okay, I have to be prepared for that. What is it? Allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to be in your own natural rhythm, your own authentic, calm, joyful person that you are. Allow yourself to be in that space, that frequency, that vibration of you. And honestly, I've got to say to you, how do you know that you are in raising your vibration? That was one of the questions that Ray asked me. How do you know that you're actually raising your vibration? Well, you're going to start recognizing when things have stopped going wrong and the world is starting to work towards things and world is starting to work with you, not against you. And things are starting to go right. And then some of you might go, oh, but what if? No, say thank you. Gabby Bernstein wrote a book called The Universe Has Your Back. And it's true. What this is allowing your frequency and your alignment to work for you. When things are going against you, it means that your energy is out of balance. It's a simple thing. It's a simple law of manifestation. It's a simple law of attraction. When your energy is in alignment, you are going to be attracting things that work for you. And when something leaves your life, it means it doesn't mean it needs to be around you anymore. It does not need to be around you. It is now who you need to be. You're showing up for you. Raising your vibration means you're showing up for you. When we talk about raising our vibration, we're not getting so emotionally charged about things that we can't change. Think about it. What is it that you can control? And everything that you can control will affect your vibration. So change that. Find a way of controlling it, find a way of changing it. Anything that is out of your control is going to affect you on a vibrationally, and you're going to be vibrationally challenged. It's going to put you out of true alignment. It's simple. So let me ask you, what is one of the things that you have done today to raise your vibration? Even if it's just a little. Is it reading a book? Is it, doing a journal? Doing some breath work? Tag me, share it in the community, hashtag Hope Healing Transformation. I would love to hear about it. Share this if you feel that somebody else needs to hear what I have said today. Because honestly, there are some home truths here, and this is really powerful for you to know that you are in control of raising your own vibration. So low energy doesn't mean that you're broken. It doesn't mean anything is wrong. It means that you are called just to completely realign. There are simple practices that can elevate your vibration and help you reconnect with spirit. And when you are in true alignment, your life is going to flow more gently and your inner wisdom is going to lead. So I look forward to hearing all about how you have changed your vibration. And it's important for you to honor who you are. My name is Lisa Williams. Thank you for listening to Hope, Healing and Transformation. And I'll see you all again next time.
Do you feel a whisper in the back of your mind, like the truth is waiting, but it's hard to find? Well, maybe there's magic in the words she brings. Close your eyes and listen in. Do you want to know everything? What your heart won't say, but your soul can sing. From love to loss and the space between, she's got the light to lift the unseen. Hope, healing and transformation. Do you want to know everything? Do you want to know everything?
Thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, the information shared on this podcast is meant to inspire and support you, but it's not a replacement for personalized advice from a qualified professional. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to tune in next time. Until then, take care and keep believing in something better.